if you know that every week 60,000 songs are being released on Spotify, so who on earth is gonna hear river flow?
So tell me, the album cover.
Yeah. What about it?
You're standing in the middle of a river.
Yeah. It's not fake. And
No,
it's not,
I know
it's not photoshopped or anything like that. It's I actually stood in that river.
Yeah, I could tell.
Yeah.
And I'm like thinking, what river is that?
Oh, what river is it?
Yeah, it's the Teus.
Teus. Yeah.
Teus, not toast.
Right.
Teus, which flows through Winterthur, which is a beautiful town. Well, town, city, small city in Switzerland.
Yeah.
It's an idea that the photographer Böhlen had, that particular river. The idea of the cover came from the drummer, Matthias Meusel. I asked him just on a spur of a moment thing, because he's a design guy as well, he's very creative. And I just asked him, hey, so the album is going to be called, or the EP is going to be called River Flow. So do you have any idea, what the cover might look like? Just like that.
Throw it out,
And he said, this is clear. It's just absolutely clear to me. You gotta stand in your suit that I wore during the sessions, just stand in the river. And then they take a picture there. Just cool like that. And I thought, wow, I never even thought of that. Yeah, why not? Yeah. And so I told the photographer and said, oh man, you know what? Let's do this. I'm gonna find a good spot. And so we had to choose a river that is not too deep, of course, but also not too shallow, and that we could access to. And so that's what we chose, and that I stood there for about 15 minutes.
Is the photographer actually standing in the river too?
Yes.
That's what I was wondering.
He was actually in the river more deeply than I was. He got pretty wet because he had to crouch and
get the perspective.
Yeah, he was pretty wet. Yeah.
Very good. No, it's a good pose, by the way. I like it, love it. I think it's strong. It's actually a very strong image, So
thank you.
Yeah.
What associations do you get when you see the picture? I'm just curious.
Reflective, first and foremost.
Right.
I think that's probably the first thing that just came to mind straight away.
Yeah.
When I saw that. But I just thought, wow. Good pose. He's actually got a straight face.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Well, we had different ones,
right?
And so we had like a dozen.
Yeah.
Or many more, but dozen kind of contenders, and we thought, okay, which one should we pick? Because in the end, it was an easy decision because we had some stronger and weaker ones, and then we narrowed it down to maybe 3, and then we realized, okay, no, it's this one, and it was pretty much. Because I sent it to the bandmates, to Andreas, to Matthias and Mark, and asked them, hey, which one would you pick? And it was pretty much unanimous. We said, okay, that's the one.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Cool. So when is this project to be released?
Well, that's a good question, because what does a release mean? So the physical CD has been printed,
right,
and it's released mid-December, 12th December, officially as a CD.
Right.
But digital release will happen in 2020,
right,
on purpose.
Yes.
So it's going to be available on Spotify, Apple Music, and all these things.
And on YouTube. We also had a video crew.
So will there be video releases?
Oh, absolutely. Every song is going to be released as a video. That was the initial idea.
Right.
So every song is going to be released as a video.
Yep.
Plus, of course, every single video will be released. Every single will be released on Spotify and Apple Music individually, separately.
Yep.
And then the EP as a whole will be released later on. That's the plan anyway.
That's the plan.
But every video will be released, so people can watch it, listen to it on YouTube, and then all the digital formats.
Okay.
And streaming platforms, of course.
Good.
But if you want to have a 16-page booklet, if you want to go old school, if you want to have something
I'm old
physical,
school. I'm old school.
Then you get the CD.
Yeah, I'm old school. I want the CD.
You pay what you want.
Okay.
That's the kind of crazy thing.
Good.
There's no set price. You can set your own price and say, okay, I value this. I pay, I don't know, whatever you want to pay. But if you say, you know what, I'm not sure this is really something for me, I'm just going to try it out, then you pay $3 or £5 or whatever, and then you get it after all.
Cool. Well, I want my hard copy.
Okay.
That's what I definitely
For
want.
you, it's 100 quid.
Okay, no problem. No problem. I would do that. I would do that. Support the artist, man.
Yeah, come
It's
on.
important.
Support the
It's
artist.
important.
Support the
Thank
artist.
you.
Yeah. And it goes
very
directly to you. Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Nobody in between.
No one
Yeah.
in between. Yeah. But it's great. I mean, I mean, for sure. What's the label it's under? Because I'm always intrigued now.
Well, I forget the exact. It's what's it called? Vlada Records.
Glad Vlad Records. Yeah.
Glad
It's
Vlad Records.
international global
Yeah.
label.
Label.
You know, you might have heard.
Yeah. Operating from all over the place.
Yeah. That's great, man. That's great. Cool. No. Because I remember in the past, you know, when what was it? Indeed Music.
Yes.
You remember that?
We had
Yes,
Indeed Music.
Indeed Music.
20 years ago. Oh man.
No, it's
I
just
just find
so
it funny.
different these days, isn't it?
Yeah.
You just do your own thing.
I think that's the beauty of what
That's
you're
the
able to
beauty
do
of the
today.
new situation.
Yeah,
I agree.
And you are in total control.
And you are in
Yes.
total freedom.
Yep.
You do precisely what you want to do.
Yeah.
Right. Having said that,
Right.
at the same time, you're competing with the rest of the world, like with
Yeah.
everybody. So now we're in the same pot or pool,
Yes.
just like you two and Rihanna and
Yeah.
Lady Gaga and everybody else. So if you know that every week 60,000 songs are being released on Spotify, so who on earth is gonna hear Riverflow? But my hope is that people will still.
People are, and I think, well, this is where where you kind of put your faith in people who have known you for a long time.
Right.
They're really your fans, yeah, and that's where it starts from. And once you get that nucleus of people, yeah, and you're doing your own local things and performances, you slowly but surely gather more and more fans, and somehow it grows, and then all of a sudden you're scratching your head thinking, how come someone in Australia is writing me and saying how much they like my music? And it's like, wow, I've never even been to Australia,
Right.
but that's the beauty of what's happening now with music. For sure, I know it always feels that there's some form of disadvantage. You feel you're kind of missing out, especially when you don't have a label or you don't have distribution, or but somehow on the other side there's positive movements
Oh
where,
yeah, absolutely.
so man, I just wish you all the best, and I really hope that Riverflow does make an impact, and I'm looking forward to hearing more stuff from you.
Thank you. There will be more stuff.
Thank you.
Yes, and I know there will. So I'm looking forward.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Cool. You're welcome.